In today's video, I want to highlight the PlayStation 5 development kit design, which was confirmed to be true, and it looks absolutely crazy. However, you guys don't need to lose your crap too much, because it is just a dev kit, and the final design of the console is going to be much different. However, it is something interesting to look at. Call of Duty Modern Warfare's alpha test is available to download right now on the PlayStation 4, and you do not need a PlayStation Plus subscriber to check out the alpha. You can pre-download the alpha test right now, and it'll be good to go and available to play for everyone. Final Fantasy VIII is getting remastered, and the fan favorite RPG is coming to the PlayStation 4 next month. Maybe saying fan favorite is a little bit of a stretch, given that Final Fantasy VIII is considered by many to be the black sheep of the series, but nonetheless really want to talk about that. And Control has gotten a launch trailer ahead of its August 27th release, as Gamescom is running right now. Not a lot of talk surrounding Control right now, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but Remedy Games is bringing out their next title, and we'll highlight that at the end of this video. First up, it seems like the biggest story these days in the gaming world is, of course, the next generation consoles, the PlayStation 5, next Xbox, and there's been a lot of talk on the PlayStation 5, and a lot of the developers, you'd have to imagine, are getting their development kits right now and are working on games for the next generation platforms. The PlayStation 5 development kit design patent confirmed by Codemasters artists on August 20th. Website Let's Go Digital posted news of a design patent it discovered for an unknown device by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The device is designed by Yoshihiro Hattori, an engineer for the company, and if you look at the images, the console looks a little bit ridiculous, and a lot of people were worried, is this gonna resemble the final look of the console? Because honestly, it did look a little bit strange. Now, I don't think the look of a console is going to be a major deterring factor for anyone, but you definitely want a simplistic, sleek look to a platform, and that's what we got with the base PS4. That's the PlayStation 4 Pro as well. This dev kit just looks a little bit crazy. However, don't worry, the final look of the console is going to be different. However, this development kit was confirmed to be real. Today, Codemasters senior artist Matthew Scott confirmed in a tweet that the device is in fact a PlayStation 5 development kit. He noted, "It's a dev kit, we have some in the office." He said that in a tweet linking to a Metro report on the patent. Should also be noted, again, development kits generally are different in appearance to the hardware that is sold to consumers. PlayStation 4 dev kits looked absolutely insane. I don't even know how to describe it as, but if they released that as the final look of the console, I'm not saying that the console would have flopped, but it would not have done as well if it looked like how the dev kit looked. They'll make a box that's aesthetically pleasing, but at the same time also offers suitable ventilation for all the components in there. Now, in the case of the PlayStation 5, it does seem like it has some high-end hardware. However, with the evolution of technology, heating, and all that stuff, hopefully they can compact all that in a sleek and aesthetically pleasing box, but we'll wait and see. Again, it's making the rounds right now. It does look a little bit insane, but don't worry, I don't think the final product is going to look like that. Rather, I think the final product, it might be a little bit sizable, given that the hardware in it is pretty crazy, but I do think overall it's going to have a clean and aesthetic look to it. Alright, moving on from that, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare alpha test is available to pre-download right now. You can go on over to the PlayStation Store and download it yourself. And it notes, be one of the first to play Modern Warfare's brand new 2v2 gunfight mode during the 2v2 alpha. The alpha is free to all PlayStation 4 players and runs from August 23rd to August 25th. PlayStation Plus subscription is not required. Gunfight is one of several multiplayer modes in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and represents just a small taste of the overall multiplayer experience that awaits you on October 25th. They also have a breakdown of the exciting 2v2 experience. They note, small team multi-round cage matches. First duo to reach the round win limit is victorious. This is a 4-player 2v2 game mode, the smallest of those present in the multiplayer. Gunfight is just one element. There is a ton more content, modes, maps, and overall goodness coming to Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer experience, and I do believe they are going to be running a beta next month, or another alpha or demo or whatever you want to call it. This one is going to be free for everyone, so even if you're not a Plus subscriber, download it with a buddy and give it a look for yourself. 2v2 is a pretty interesting twist, and them having a dedicated game mode to 2v2 I think is going to be pretty cool. Obviously, we've had things like Team Tactical, which was 3v3. Gunfight does seem to be a little bit different, and I do have high hopes for it. Now, Call of Duty is a franchise that either you're on board at this point or you're not on board. I know that they're going back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which to some people they are incredibly nostalgic with, but at the same time, I think if you've been turned off by Call of Duty over the last few years, is there really anything the franchise can do to win you over? Black Ops 4 seemingly did pretty well from a commercial standpoint. Of course, that foregoed a traditional single-player campaign, went the route of an entirely multiplayer experience, had multiplayer, the traditional multiplayer zombies as well as Battle Royale. In the case of Modern Warfare, it is going to have a campaign, which is huge to me because going into the release of Black Ops 4, I constantly touted how I actually enjoyed the Call of Duty campaigns and I thought they were pretty good. I was probably one of the few that was turned off by that decision since the majority just go into Call of Duty for the multiplayer. But nonetheless, in the case of Modern Warfare's single-player campaign, it will feature tactical-based moral choices whereupon the player is evaluated and assigned a score at the end of each levels. You'll have to quickly ascertain whether NPCs are a threat or not, such as coming across as a civilian who is believed to be going for a gun before grabbing her baby, etc, etc. Those are just the examples we were noted of. The game will also support cross-platform multiplayer, and Activision has also confirmed that the franchise's traditional season pass has been scrapped, enabling the company to distribute free post-launch content to all players. So from a consumer standpoint, they're definitely doing all of the right things. I feel like in this climate in gaming, first-person shooters and shooters in general, it's been more normalized that free DLC updates is a traditional thing. Battlefield went that route. And if Call of Duty didn't go that route, it would be a little bit of a bummer, but nonetheless, the alpha is available to pre-download right now, and the full game will be out on October 25th. Next up, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is coming on September 3rd on PlayStation 4. I personally am very excited for this. Now, I'm not going to twist it and act like Final Fantasy VIII is the best Final Fantasy game in the entire series. Actually, far from it. Many would consider Final Fantasy VIII to be the black sheep of this series, and the interesting thing about this game is it was sandwiched between the releases of arguably two of the best games in the entire series. Many would say the top two titles, that being Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy VII, one of the most iconic video games of all time, and Final Fantasy IX is remarkable in its own right. Final Fantasy VIII, I thought it was a good game. However, there are some gameplay elements that really turned me off. Some of the storytelling is a little bit jarring as well. However, to revisit the game now in 2019, I think people are going to look back at it a little bit better, and if you go into the game just expecting another JRPG and not necessarily a Final Fantasy game, much like Final Fantasy XIII, I think there is enjoyment to be had out of this game. Now, of course, this is a remaster. This is nowhere near the level of a remake that Final Fantasy VII is getting, but it's definitely got improved visuals and additional elements. Specifically, they noted enhanced visuals. Several characters, enemies, and objects have been refined to look better than ever before. You've got Battle Assist, activate this booster to max out HP and ATB bars, and trigger limit breaks at any time. You will lose all HP when you get hit by a critical attack that gives more damage than your HP or by lethal damage. Now, that should be noted, that's going to make the game incredibly easier, and it also includes a no encounter mode. Want to explore without the fear of attack? Activate this option to turn off random encounters. Event battles must still be done in order to advance in the story. Obviously, that makes sense. And you can accelerate the game as well. A 3-time speed boost, accelerate times by a factor of 3. Perfect if you want to speed through easy battles or get somewhere in a hurry. This feature will not apply to certain scenes, including movies. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered is due out on September 3rd, and it'll be released at a $19.99 price point, which I think is really good. I think anything higher would have been way too much. Even $29.99, $39.99, God forbid if it was like $49.99, that would have been absolutely dumb. But at $19.99, definitely a palatable price point. And lastly, I do want to note that Control got a launch trailer. Control is due out on August 27th, and it's the latest game from Remedy, and it is being published by 505 Games. This is, of course, coming from the same studio that brought you Alan Wake and Quantum Break, two titles that were PC and Xbox One exclusives. In the case of Control, it will be arriving to the PlayStation 4 as well, and it's seemingly following a lot of the gameplay elements that Quantum Break had. Specifically, Control is Jesse Faden's story. The main plot focuses on her personal search for answers as she grows into the role of the director. The world of Control has its own story, as do the allies Jesse meets along the way. Side quests and secrets are everywhere. Jesse works with the other Bureau agents, decodes cryptic ciphers, and discovers strange Bureau experiments. You'll explore diverse environments and shifting architecture in a deep, unpredictable world set within a sprawling New York building. Flexible and supernatural combat systems define your playstyle by integrating supernatural abilities, upgrades, and modifiable loadouts. Reactive environments harness dynamic environmental destruction for exciting combat possibilities and master complex rituals to alter your surroundings. And reality meets the unexplained dive into a dark and brutalist-inspired world where daily reality has been corrupted by an otherworldly force. Control is one of those games that I'm not sure how it's going to do from a commercial sense, just because this is going to be a shorter experience. They've noted 15 to 20 hours of gameplay. If you rush through the game, you could probably complete it a little bit quicker than that. And with $60 with some of the major titles coming out in the fall, this might be a game many wait on a sale for, and I could see it getting discounted relatively quickly. However, me being a gigantic fan of Alan Wake and Quantum Break, I thought they were very good games and very compelling games in their own right and unique. I will be checking out Control on day one, and I hope there is a decent number of people that also check it out. I did note that that for the average gamer that is looking to be a little budget-minded, probably best to wait on a sale for this one, just because I do see it being in that $25 to $30 range come Black Friday, but that's just my 2 cents. You guys can make your own decision, and that's gonna conclude this video. Again, the PlayStation 5 development kit design patent has been confirmed by Codemasters artists. It looks crazy, but the final thing will probably look a lot different. Call of Duty Modern Warfare's alpha is available to preload right now. FF8 Remastered is coming on September 3rd, and Control's a launch trailer has dropped. That'll be due out in just a few days on August 27th. That concludes this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.